I'm just there.
So I'd like for you to describe to me what's around you.
Just dark. And prison bars.
Prison bars.
Nobody's there.
Nobody's there. So I'd like for you to look at your body and tell me what your body looks like at this point.
It's very thin.
Very thin.
My hands changed.
Tell me what your hands look like.
Just male. And I can see all my bones.
So I want you to just focus on your state of mind and what's going on with you right now. What are the things that you're thinking about as you're there?
That I'm dying there alone.
I'm dying alone. What's coming to mind?
I don't know where my family is.
I don't know where my family is.
I'm just there. In this dark place.
Look within you and see if there are any regrets that you have.
That I left my family.
That I left my family.
For doing the right thing for everybody. Because I had to do the right thing. And then I was put there.
Okay.
My family, I don't know where they are. And it hurts.
So I'd like for you now to move forward to the last day of your life in that lifetime. Move forward to that last day and tell me what's happening on that day.
I'm at peace.
Do you choose to leave that body?
Yes.
All right, so I'd like for you to just take your last breath in that peaceful state and tell me where you go. Where do you go?
To space. I can see Earth again.
You can see Earth. So I'd like for you to just continue and find your guides. Tell me what happens.
I'm just there.
What happens next?
I see that I have to go back again.
Who's telling you that?
The babies.
The babies. What are they telling you?
That they need my help.
Tell me more about that.
But I just see Earth. It's exactly the same place I go all the time, just there. And then Earth looks so beautiful, like shining and all the colors.
So in this place where you are, I'd like for you to once again connect with the souls of the family you left behind. I'd like for you to find fragments of those souls.
Just here. Someone said, I'll see you again.
What is the purpose of that lifetime that you had to live, losing your family?
To appreciate the people that we love.
To appreciate them. Did you know this before going to Earth in that life?
Yeah. But the love was for everybody, not only for our own family. And my job at that time, I had to care for everybody. And I did the right thing for everybody, was to take that path. But I had to leave my family behind.
So now that you are not on Earth and you're looking back, what plans do you have for the next incarnation?
I just hear continue.
Just continue. So let's find out if there's anything that you took from that lifetime that is affecting the incarnation of Luz. I'd like for you to just scan over that body and see if there's anything that you took that would not benefit her.
I just see a picture of my stomach.
What's going on with the stomach?
It's like, you see like dark spots.
Dark spots, very good. So let's find out what those dark spots are. I'd like for you to just hone in on the dark spots. How many do you see?
Like 3.
And as you focus on these dark spots, is it something that was brought into this life or something that perhaps was created by Luz? What is that? What are those dark spots all about? What do they represent?
Energy.
Energy, okay. So let's take one of those dark spots and go really deep into that dark spot and see what it is. What is this energy comprised of? See if there's any words or pictures. What is that?
I see like a person look at me like bad.
A bad person?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like a person on the street.
All right.
And they're making faces at you. Old lady.
All right, so let's bring that dark spot up and let's speak with that dark spot. I'm bringing it up. Good morning. Are you the dark spot in that stomach?
Yes.
Yes. What is your name, please? What can I call you?
Paco.
Paco. Paco, how old are you? How old are you, Paco?
50.
50. And what year is it, Paco, for you? What year is it?
1979.
1979. Paco, when you had a body, what happened to it? How did you lose that body?
In the street?
You were in the street. Were you homeless?
Yes.
Yes. So what happened to you, Paco? What happened to your body?
I forgot about everybody.
You
That's
forgot
what I hear.
I forgot about everybody.
This lady and Paco. And I cannot see the other one.
So, Paco, how did you find Luz? Did you know her before? Did you know this soul?
Yes.
Yes. When did you know this soul? Was she Luz or was she somebody else?
Somebody else.
Who was that?
The military man.
The military man. What was his name?
Francisco.
So how did you find Francisco?
He was walking on the street.
He was walking in the street. And what was happening that allowed you to connect with Francisco? What was he
He
doing?
looked like a good person.
He looked like a good person. So you wanted to be with him?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Because he noticed everybody.
He noticed everybody. And nobody noticed you, Paco?
None of us.
So what happened once you attached to Francisco?
I felt alive.
You felt alive. How did Francisco feel?
I think he didn't notice.
He didn't notice. So why is it that you didn't leave Francisco when he went home? Back to the light.
Because I liked the light.
You liked it. Okay. Did you know, Paco, that you had your own light?
Yes.
Why didn't you go to that light?
Because I was just there.
Okay.
On the street.
But you see, Paco, you're not doing anybody any good. You're not evolving as a spirit. All of us need to evolve. All of us are important and are loved. Would you like to feel that love?
Yes.
Okay. But I want to know first, Paco, how you're affecting Luz. What do you do to Luz?
To feel sorry for herself.
You make her feel sorry for herself? So you lower her self-esteem?
Yes.
Is that because that's how you felt? What else do you do for her?
To look at the needy.
You make her look at the needy?
And she does that.
And she knows that now, doesn't she?
Yes.
She doesn't need to be reminded.
Correct.
Anything else?
No.
No. So now, Paco, let's work on you, because it's time for you to shine. Paco, look for that light within you. The light that created you. This is God's light. Tell me when you find that light.
Yes.
Now I want you to make that light bigger and brighter. And tell me how it feels when you amplify that light.
Alive.
Alive. So within that light, I'd like for you to find your guide.
There's just light.
Are you ready now to go towards that light, Paco?
Yes.
All right. So I'd like for you to begin withdrawing all of your energy from Luz's body. Begin to disconnect and go towards that light. Go towards that light now. And tell me, Paco, what you find in the light.
So peaceful.
It's so peaceful. Very good. So in this peacefulness, I'd like for you to find your guides and those that love you. Who do you see?
I see a lot of people smiling.
So Paco, allow them to guide you, and may the light of the universe always accompany you. Thank you. And now, Luz, I'd like for you to go ahead and find that space where Paco was residing, and let's fill that space with something beautiful. What would you like to put in that space?
Love and light.
Beautiful. What color is that love represented to you?
Just pure white.
Beautiful. So I'd like for you to go ahead and begin filling that space with that beautiful, pure light. Fill it to the brim. And let me know when it's full.
Yes. Well,
Very good. And I'd like for you to go ahead and find the rest of those spots.
It feels like it's disappearing. Like they all went.
They all went. Very good. So do a scan and make sure that they're all gone, that there's no other spots there.
That's okay.
Very good. Very good. So now that those spots are taken care of, let's go to another memory. I'm going to begin to count from 5 to 1. When I get to number 1, we'll be at that memory. Begin now by taking a deep breath in and propelling you through time and space on 5. Going through time and space to another memory, another lifetime that's affecting you now. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Be there now. What is this memory?
I'm in my grandma's room.
In my grandma's room. How old are you?
Like early 30s. A couple of years ago.
What's happening in grandma's room?
So my grandma fell. And they called me, and it's chaos here.
Tell me more.
This happened, but I'm there again. It's just it feels that she wanted to leave back then, but she didn't.
All right, so let's talk to Grandma. I'm going to count from 1 to 3, and I want you to give your voice to Grandma. 1, 2, and 3. Grandma, what's happened?
I'm ready.
I'm ready. But what has happened?
They're all just here. They don't want me to leave.
How does that make you feel?
Tired. I would just want to leave.
So I'd like for you to tell that to your granddaughter. What do you want to say to Luz?
You'll be okay. I'll be watching everybody. But it's time for me to go.
All right, take a deep breath in, Luz. What do you say back to your grandma now knowing this?
I'm not ready. Nobody's ready. Nobody's ready.
Tell Grandma why you're not ready.
Because she's the heart of this family. When she leaves, everything is going to collapse.
Take a deep breath in. Grandma, what do you say back?
I have to go. I'm tired. It's enough. My body is tired. I'll be around, but it's time.
Take a deep breath in, Luz. Look at what it is that you're doing to Grandma. Look at what your energy is doing to her.
Oh, crap. I kept her here longer. I didn't know I did that.
Can you forgive yourself for that?
Yes. She's always been here.
I want you to feel what Grandma feels in this moment of leaving.
She felt trapped. There's no peace.
So I want you to see what you've been holding inside. Can you forgive
She
yourself?
says something.
What does she say?
To let everyone go on their journey. They don't get it yet.
So what message does Grandma want to give everyone?
to look inside. She's here. They're looking everywhere else.
Mm-hmm.
But they have to look inside. And can't compare to anything else.
So was Luz looking inside?
No.
No. What was she looking at?
To learn from other folks, but they're all very unique. Can't compare one another. It's a bond of family, but they...
But Luz was concerned that once Grandma was gone, that everything would fall apart.
Yes. Because I was the head of the family.
So now that you are in spirit, Grandma, what would you like the family to know?
But I'm always here to look inside of each other.
What will they find when they look inside of each other?
Ascension. They've been on this path for a long time.
What do they need to know on this path?
Sometimes we look outside to understand, but all the answers are inside.
So can you help Luz with some of the questions that she's had?
Always.
Very good. She's concerned about her health. She's had things happen to her. What is going on with her body now? Take a look and see why she's having the weight issues, what she's holding on to.
At times, pain.
Can you identify that pain? Where is she holding that pain?
It was on her tummy, but it seems like it's not there.
Was that Paco?
Yeah. She's very compassionate.
So was she holding on to Francisco and Paco's issues with not being able to eat?
Feels like it.
Does she need that any longer?
No.
No. Would you remove that from her, please?
She's too beautiful. Her heart is too beautiful. Always. Doing for others before herself.
Yes.
She's too beautiful.
So this beauty that we have before us, does she need to be carrying on extra weight for fear of not knowing what the next meal is? No. So can you relieve that from her? Can you put in that feeling of satisfaction, knowing that she's not going to be dying of starvation in a jail cell or dying as a homeless person on the street?
Yes.
Fill her with love. Very good. Now she tells me that she's had a lot of weird cravings lately? What's going on with all of this eating? What does she need to know?
Her body is changing.
Her body's changing. So as spirit, you can see her body. What's happening with it?
It's like her cells are changing, like a new body.
Like a new body. So who would know best about what to feed this body?
I see the body will tell.
Very good. So the body is telling her what it needs on a daily basis, moment to moment?
Yes.
Very good. So as she goes from day to day, what's the best way for her to listen?
Sometimes she sees pictures in her mind's eye. And she follows.
Very good. So she will see the vision of the food that she needs for that day.
Yes.
Very good. Very good. Is there anything else that you would like to tell your granddaughter before we continue on our journey today?
I'm always there.
Very good. Take a deep breath in now. Luce, what would you like to say to your grandmother?
I love you.
Give her a big hug. Give your grandma a big hug. Very good. And now we're going to go back in time to another time and another place. We're going back to that moment when you were in the hospital, or not in the hospital, when you were in that place when you were pregnant with Marcus, back to 2006. I'm going to count from 5 to 1, and I want you to be at that moment. 5, going through time. 4, getting younger and younger. 3, feeling yourself pregnant. 2 and 1. Be there now. And I want you to go ahead and look and see that bright light now. And as you look at that light, I'd like for you to connect with it now.
They say we need him.
Open up your communication and let's allow the dialogue. Who is that?
They say we need him.
We need him.
Was a test, as I heard. But I just see light.
All right. So I'd like for you to go ahead and ask, what kind of test was this?
Love.
So disconnect yourself from the analytical mind and connect spirit to spirit so you understand. What was this love all about, this test?
Feels like part of him. Not him, but I don't know how to explain it, like split.
What was the reason that he was needed back by the light?
I hear seeds. For more children.
So I want you to just go beyond the human body and understand it from the spirit realm. What was the reason?
I hear information. Seeds.
Seeds. What are these seeds all about?
Ascension.
Ascension.
It's like I hear it once and then like say it again.
What is the reason why this soul was needed? Why it didn't come into this body?
To reach more people.
To reach more people. Very good. And why is it that Luce needed this experience?
To gain her power.
Would she have gained this power without that experience?
No.
Very good. So can Luce now forgive herself for holding on to this pain for so long? Understanding that this was part of the plan for her to ascend with her powers.
Yes.
All right, where are you holding all of that pain?
She forgot herself. She forgave herself. It's the belief.
Let's identify that belief.
That she will never be a mother. That she will never be a mother. And that experience was for her to understand that everything is possible.
All right.
And teach others that everything is possible.
Very good. Can she understand that now?
She does.
Very good. Is there anything else that she needs to know from this experience?
Don't give up.
Very good. Very good. So let's continue on her journey. I'd like for you to go ahead and close this scene. And let's go now to that memory of that accident. Going to count from 5 back to 1. We're going back to November 17th, 2017. 5. Going through time and space. 4. Seeing yourself at the corner, beginning to cross. 3. Moving across the street. 2. And 1. Be there now. Impact. What happens?
I'm not done yet.
Tell me what happens.
You see, I'm not done yet. And I was brought back.
I'd like for you to now go back moment to moment, second to second, to see what happened. Where did you go?
Yes. Do you see light?
I see light. I'd like for you to identify the voice that spoke with you.
And just hear Michael.
So connect with Michael now. Connect with him now, fully. What is Michael telling you?
Your energy. courageous and sensitive.
Why is Luz brought back into her body?
To continue her mission.
What is her mission in this lifetime?
Spread light.
Why did she need to go through that accident in order to be reminded?
Because she forgot.
So it was a wake-up call?
Yes. And still, she kept forgetting.
What has changed that she now doesn't forget? What has happened recently?
When her relationship ended, it was a way for her to go back within.
But Michael, she wants to have a relationship again. She wants to find love.
Not yet.
Not yet. When will she know it's the right time?
She will know.
She will know.
And this time, she won't get confused.
Okay. Does she know the person that she's going to be with?
Yes.
Very good. Do you have any more advice for her as far as her spiritual gifts?
Continue meditation.
What happens when she meditates?
The field changes. It's like a broadcast of light.
Very good. So, Michael, I'd like for you now to disconnect and stand by for any assistance. Is that okay?
I'll stay here.
Very good. So let's find out some more information that Luz was looking for. And I'd like for you to go ahead and begin to see yourself drawing those spirals. See yourself drawing a spiral now, going around and around, around. Tell me what it is that you're creating with those spirals.
It's energy.
See energy. What happens with this energy?
It vibrates higher. It's intense.
Tell me more. Keep following that energy. Where is it?
It feels like oh yeah, I can see it now. When it comes out of my body, it goes on that shape, like this.
Spiral?
Like spiral. And then intensifies, and it's like going to a deep bliss of energy.
So I'd like for you to see what happens as that energy goes out into crowds.
They're washed. It's like they get a shower. Like when colors get more vibrant, it's like a revitalization going. Something like that.
So as you're watching this, I'd like for you to see why it is that you've been drawn to very large crowds with thousands of people. I want you to see it on a spiritual realm. What happens? See the spiral and follow it.
Just hear the next phase of their awakening.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God.
So does Luz need to be in places where they are awakening?
Everywhere.
Mm-hmm. Is that why she travels so much?
Yes.
All right, so I'd like for you to go ahead and take her on an energetic journey to see what her energy does as she travels all around the world.
Golden light.
Mm-hmm.
Just light.
Mm-hmm. And is there any coincidence that she sees rainbows? Let's see what happens.
She makes them.
She makes them. Mm-hmm. Let's see how they're created. I'd like for you to see how she makes them.
From her hands.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh. They're like colors. They come out of their hands too.
Mm-hmm. What are these colors? What colors does she use?
Just the colors of the rainbow sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
Or just white light. I can go in like the colors of the chakras are on the rainbows.
Mm-hmm.
And bright.
So when she creates these rainbows, what does it do to those who are watching the rainbow?
Rebalance them.
Mm-hmm. Beautiful. So what's next for this beautiful light that's traveling? What does she need to do with this energy?
Just be.
Just be.
Just be.
Mm-hmm.
Smile.
What does her smile do?
Light.
Mm-hmm. Did she choose her own name before she was born?
Feels like it.
Mm-hmm.
I hear they're all
Mm-hmm.
light.
They're all light?
But hers, it's unique.
Very good. Very good. So now let's take this light into another memory. And we're going to go back to that lifetime she saw through meditation. I'm going to count from 5 to 1 with each number, acclimating yourself back into that lifetime. 5, going through time and space. 4, remembering. 3, allowing the images and the visions to come back now. 2, and 1. Be there now. Where are you?
It's inside a pyramid or something like that.
Inside a pyramid.
Sandy.
Mm-hmm. So look down at yourself. What do you look like?
Some lady feet.
Ladies' feet. So I'd like for you to go ahead and turn on your inner light and take a look at your body. What do you look like?
It's thin, voluptuous.
Thin and voluptuous. See how your body looks in your clothing? Do you have anything special on?
My arms.
What's on your arms?
It's like slipping fabric. When you open your arms.
So
there's a lot of goldish and white and black. Those colors.
Is it something that flows off of your arms?
Yes.
Look at your arms. Are there any jewelry or ornaments on it?
I feel something on my head, but I can't see what it is.
All right, I'm going to put my hand over your head and allow yourself to see even better. What is that? What's on your head?
It's like something gold, but I have bangs, black hair.
How long is your hair?
On the top of my shoulder.
What do you imagine that is on your head? Is this symbolic or just something pretty?
It's pretty. It's like one of those.
Is it a band?
Like a band, and it has like flowy, or they're coming out, kind of like a little crown, but it's not a princess crown. It just stays there.
Okay.
And it goes into my bangs.
Very good. Are you wearing anything on your feet?
I just see some goldish string.
So you say you're inside. Let's take a look and see what you're inside of.
Just looks like it's like 4 walls, but it's very sandy, and a lot of people are here.
What is the occasion for everybody being there today?
They're just looking at me. Kind of in ovation.
Is this a special occasion?
No, I'm just here.
In this place where you are, is this the place where you live?
Yes.
All right. So let's find out a little bit more about your life. I'd like for you to close this scene and let's move to another scene of significance event and another significant event where something is happening. Be there now. Where are you?
I'm still the same person, but seems like I'm arguing with somebody.
So I'd like for you to just acclimate yourself more into that body. What's the argument about?
Power. I can't see.
So I don't want you to see, I want you to just understand and know. Who is he to you?
I hear brother.
Brother. And what is this power struggle all about?
Who has the throne?
Who has the throne now?
I do. And he wants that.
How is that making you feel?
Just that I need to stand on my power.
All right.
And
so I'd like for you to continue to the next important event, closing this one behind and following the thread of this power. What happens next?
I just feel like resting.
Mm-hmm. What has happened?
Oh, it's my time to leave.
Mm-hmm. How old are you there?
I'm young.
Mm-hmm. Why is it your time to leave? What has happened?
I hear that's what it was contracted.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm in a, oh my gosh.
Where
I'm
are
in
you?
a tomb, like Egyptians go there. I'm just
Mm-hmm.
here.
Are you alive?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just peacefully here.
So tell me what happens next.
I hear people mumbling.
Mm-hmm.
And then just for me to leave is just to let my body go.
Mm-hmm.
Just relax. And let the journey continue.
So I'd like for you to take your last breath in that lifetime. And let's see where you go. What happens after you leave that body?
Just go to space.
Mm-hmm. What happens in space? Where do you go next? What do you notice?
Vibration changes.
Mm-hmm. How does the vibration feel?
It's bliss.
Mm-hmm. Tell me more.
It's like I'm floating.
Mm-hmm.
And it's peaceful.
So let's see if there is anyone that meets you there. Keep drifting and floating until you meet with someone there.
I just see the light.
Mm-hmm. What happens next?
I say, you want to go again?
Mm-hmm.
I say, sure. Why not?
So let's find out if there's any planning for the next life. Where do you go to prepare for the next life?
I just get light.
Mm-hmm. Connect with that light.
Because the light has information.
Mm-hmm. Go ahead and tap into that information now.
It's like I had options.
Mm-hmm.
Like if it's picking up a costume
Mm-hmm.
type of deal.
Yes.
When you go to the store, you'd be like, oh, do you want to be a mermaid? Or do you want to be anything?
So what options are you picking for the next life?
I see women.
Mm-hmm.
Comes powerful women.
Powerful women.
Like many.
Mm-hmm. What do you pick from these powerful women?
Oh man, I just hear loose.
Mm-hmm. Keep tapping in. Let's see what else you get from that.
I see it's like a shower of light, and it has like so much information.
Mm-hmm.
And I just hear or know. Wow. I said others. More, many others.
Mm-hmm. What does that many others mean?
Just here I said it's needed.
Mm-hmm.
Powerful women, it's needed.
For what purpose?
Balance.
Mm-hmm. What is it that you're trying to balance?
Humanity.
Mm-hmm.
And Earth.
What's happening on Earth that needs that balance?
Overuse of power.
Mm-hmm. But if powerful women are needed to balance Earth, what kind of power has been overused? Keep tapping in. What information jumps out at you?
I hear for all to understand we are the same.
Mm-hmm.
It's energy. No color, no face.
Mm-hmm.
Just energy.
So in the incarnation of Luce, how is she to use this energy?
Compassion.
Mm-hmm. So I'd like for you to go ahead and see a summary of this lifetime that will be Luce's life. Seeing the challenges that she will have, the people who will be with her. What challenges will this soul experience?
To stand up for herself.
Mm-hmm.
And speak truth. And again, do the right thing.
Mm-hmm. Is this a pattern from each lifetime?
Yes.
I'd like for you to go ahead and lay out all of those lifetimes that she's lived, in which she has done the same thing. Go ahead and create like a grid of all of those lifetimes so that she can see how this has happened over and over again. And tell me what is seen.
See a circle.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of like the circumference is closed now.
Mm-hmm.
That's it.
What lifetimes jump out?
This lifetime.
Mm-hmm.
It's like a circle. I just see a circle. They draw a circle.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like the circle is done.
Very good. Has Luz completed what she came here to do?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. So what does she need to do going forward?
Just be.
Just be. Very good. Luz encounters a lot of visions that are very confusing. For example, a reptilian-like skin that she saw. What is it that she's seeing?
Portals.
Mm-hmm.
Faces of others.
Faces of others. So how is it that she sees through these portals?
Sometimes she's awake, but it's like she's meditating awake.
Mm-hmm.
And it comes in and out.
Mm-hmm. So when she sees these things, is there something she needs to do about them?
Just listen.
Mm-hmm.
She'll know.
She will.
She just have to trust what she gets.
Okay.
Sometimes she listens. Sometimes she sees. Sometimes she feels.
So she has awareness in all of those senses.
Yes.
Good. Who is this female celestial voice that speaks with her?
It was guidance.
Mm-hmm. Is it one of her guides?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. So go ahead and identify who is the one who told her about the energy manipulation.
She calls her Miss Galaxy.
Mm-hmm.
Miss Galaxy.
Mm-hmm.
It's her friend with Archangel Raphael's energy.
Mm-hmm. Very good. Does she have a relationship with this being?
Yeah, she started talking to her guides now.
Very good. How many guides are working with her at this time?
Miss Galaxy. The babies.
Mm-hmm.
And the joyful give her signs with billboards and cars and songs and mostly visual.
Mm-hmm. Who is that?
Angels.
Angels. Those are the joyful ones?
Yes.
Very good.
They make her laugh.
Mm-hmm. One time she'd had something that was not very joyful. It was a vision of humans controlled by dark forces. Unconscious controlled humans. What was this vision all about?
For her to stay aware of the world.
Mm-hmm.
To stay awake.
How is she doing?
Good.
Good. And you speak about the babies. Are these her babies?
Yes.
Okay. Why is it that she needed to experience this with the babies?
To learn another manifestation of love.
Mm-hmm. How has that affected her life?
She still believes she won't be a mother.
Mm-hmm. What do you tell her?
Wait. You'll be surprised.
Mm-hmm. Very good. Now she has been able to start channeling now. What can she do with this new ability?
To help others with ascension.
Mm-hmm.
To wake up.
Is this part of her mission?
More or less.
More or less. Very good.
Or to the light. Just be light.
Just be light. Now I know that Luz has been brought to me now twice. First at the gathering, where she met others, and now here. Why is she being guided to these places? What did she need to know first at the gathering?
That she has the ability to connect,
Mm-hmm.
to heal, and to help you.
Mm-hmm. And why was she brought here today, to this session?
To remind her that it's time.
Mm-hmm.
We try to tell her before it was time.
Mm-hmm.
And others.
Tell her what is the time for.
Spread the light.
Mm-hmm.
More consciously.
More consciously. So is she supposed to be using this energy, this spiral energy, consciously now?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
It just comes out when it's needed.
Okay. So she doesn't need to consciously do the spirals. It just happens.
Correct.
Correct. Very good. And this power that she's generating from her hands, where is it coming from?
Source.
Source. So she's tapped in directly to source.
It's like it flows.
Mm-hmm.
Like a shower.
Like a shower. Does this energy have any type of information embedded in it? Okay.
It's individual, but at the same time for everyone.
Okay. So as it's coming in from source and she's delivering the energy, it has a collective information and it also has individual ones as it hits each person. Is that it?
Yes.
Okay. So that's nothing that she needs to worry about. It just happens.
Correct.
So she's like a conduit.
Yes.
Okay, very good.
Sometimes she helps people. That's only for that purpose.
Okay, good. Is there anything else that I didn't ask that you'd like to tell Luz today?
Be patient. Everything that you want is coming.
Very good. Including her health, her love life? Yes. Beautiful. Very good. All over. Welcome back.
Wow.
Wow. How do you feel?
Oh my gosh, I'm buzzing.
You're buzzing. Let's change up your stones so we can ground you.
Ooh.
Oof.
You feel that?
Wow, what do you think about this experience?
This was awesome.
Yeah? Did you expect it to be like this?
No, not really. I was told a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
Told and shown and
More
drawn.
than you said?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like thinking I thought I was gonna watch a movie, right? But it didn't. But then some things were shown like in a movie, other things were told, and
Some things you just knew?
Yes.
So does it make sense now why you couldn't go into that pyramid?
Yes.
It was all about power?
Yes. And the funny thing is, I did not go there by myself when I went there. So it was like, nope, you two can't get in there. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
And what about Paco?
That makes so much sense.
Doesn't it?
Because I do care for the homeless. And just some, like, in this world I get annoyed, if that's the word, of how people, they just don't look at others because they're not in their same journey. And they judge and they say, oh, well, oof, like out there. Like they judge
by their appearance.
Right.
Yeah. But you notice that Paco was connected to Francisco,
yes.
the one in the jail who died of starvation, basically.
Yeah.
Do you realize that?
And then he was just walking around.
Yeah.
Just
helping people.
Noticing people, and that's like I do that now. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Wow.
So a lot of the weight could be from that, wanting to hold on to that weight from not starving. You understand that?
Yes.
Both for Francisco and Paco.
Wow. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Makes
that was amazing.
Yeah. Do you want to share?
And then the scene with my grandma. Oh my gosh, that was.
You didn't want to let her go.
I didn't even know I was doing that. It's just I loved her so much, and then she lived a couple of more years after that.
Yeah. But do you realize how people hold people back when they're ready to go?
Yes.
And it's our selfishness that we don't.
And she would tell me all the time, I'm tired. I said, Grandma, you have to wait.
For what?
I was like, you have to wait.
Yeah. And we, just like we have attachments to us, we also don't allow others to go either, because we have attachments to them.
But she's always here.
Yep.
It's like, how come I did that to her? I didn't even know. But I wasn't in my ascension the way that I am now, though. I was just like, oh, we love you so much. Please don't. And then in that crisis, I was the one who, like, they called me and I'm like, oh, okay. And after she went to the hospital, okay, now take care of me because I'm about to pass out. Wow. That was amazing.
Makes you understand things a little better.
Yeah. And then everything else was always light. There was this, you said, like, look at it, and the only thing I would see was light coming from here, and then I could see, like, shower of, like, computer codes.
Yeah, that's what I was imagining.
Like information. I'm like, why are you all giving me all this stuff? And I'm trying to comprehend, and then I would hear the voice or the words that I had to speak. That was incredible.
Wow. You did great. How long do you think this was? How did it feel to you?
Oh, no, Alba, this feels like I was down for 10 minutes. But it was probably a long time. I don't know.
About an hour and 15 minutes.
I say 15 minutes. That was
so
awesome.
It felt really short.
No, I was just...
In and out?
Sometimes I don't have recollection of time.
Yeah, so...
I just felt like I was super relaxed and no time.
Good.
So...
Fantastic.
How I said, they said, oh, when you look at Earth, and they said, and I'm like, oh, let's do it again.
Let's do it again.
I was like excited. Like if you're going to a park, I'm like, let's do it again.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, really?
Yeah.
After going on that, I'm like, let's do it again.
Isn't that incredible? Now, it was a really nice session.
It was.
We went all over the place.
Yes.
Yeah.
Sometimes I was like, yeah, all over the place. It was like all over the place. It was amazing, but at the same time, it's like...
It made sense?
Now it makes sense.
Well, we were connecting all the dots.
Yes. And then at the end, it was, when you asked me, it was like, man, it's like my body's like... It was like dizzy. Like I saw, like, they draw a circle like this. Like when you're in elementary school, a circle.
Yes.
And then done.
And that, amazing. To me, the interpretation is like, okay, you're done with what you need to know, and now you just have to be.
Yeah.
That's great. So it's really amazing because I met Luz at one of my gatherings in Weehawken.
Yes.
Tell everybody how that was. Because that was your beginning.
Yes, it was awesome. I didn't know anybody there. I just signed up and went, and it was also validation for me of it, wherever I was in my own process of what I experienced there. And then after that, it's like little drops of water that has been given to me, and it's like boom, like okay.
Yeah. And you met quite a few people there.
Yes.
Like new friends.
Yes, I made new friends that stayed in touch and helped me in my journey too. It's kind of like, we were meant to meet.
And that's the thing about, meeting people at these gatherings is that a lot of healing happens there. It's very emotional for the people. Yes. And a lot of people come up with their new abilities that they didn't know they had, like you were channeling.
Yes.
Archangel Michael in that session.
And I could see things too, but I felt whatever the space was, I knew I couldn't say the things of the three ladies that we were connected to.
Right.
But the words were just to say that they, it was weird. It was amazing. Like they could understand what I was saying.
Yes.
And then
you were connected.
Stuff coming out of my body.
So that was like the first phase, and then she quickly got a session.
Yes. That same day. The newsletter came out, and I don't even remember how clicking it, and then I got it today. Yeah. And I said, I'll be there.
And it seems to happen that when you go to a gathering, it's almost like the law of attraction. Once you've been at the gathering, it's like it's so much easier to get the session.
Yeah, and I wanted it for months, but now that I understand, because sometimes I feel like it's me telling me, like, hey, Luz talking to Luz. It was all the time. It's like, it's not time yet. It's not time yet. It's not time yet. So that day, it just came out like, I don't know what I have on October 8th, but I said, okay. Oh, where's my card? And then everything very fast. And then I was asking, I hope the day doesn't change. And then everything that happened since then until everything this year has been, everything happens makes sense.
Wow, that's amazing. So how did it feel to be in hypnosis?
Like a movie. I love movies.
Because she's very visual. Luz is very visual, which is, not everybody is visual.
Visual and words and writing. Yeah. It was very, it was natural, but it felt like it's a part of my grandma. Like I was like in the bed, and then I would see myself, but I was my grandma, so I was just there.
Isn't that wild?
It just felt natural. It was just a matter of trusting. Because at the beginning, I would hear the same thing, and then they would say it again and again and again. I'm like, okay, if I had to say water, they would say water 10,000 times until I
said it.
Until I said it. Yeah.
So your own higher self was telling you, you got to get the words out.
Yes.
Interesting.
And then the pictures, or sometimes, let's say that Egyptian part, I saw everything, which I have seen a little bit in my meditation, but now they show me the bangs, they show me the hair around here, some goldish stuff.
So do you think that meditating helps?
Yes.
Yeah. So do you recommend that to everybody?
Yes. For me, meditation is something that you enjoy doing. If it is walking or painting or something that brings you joy. Yeah. But definitely since I started meditating this year, and it could be only music that you like.
Right.
Doing my breath work. And then I used to do it like, had Carol, one of your videos. Mm-hmm. But that... pausing, and then even 3 times. Sometimes I go into 10, and then I'm like, some other place.
Good.
But then it's more trusting, and I know it came out more. And I said, I guess it's a message for everybody.
It is a message for everybody. Everybody
don't compare. Just everything is inside.
Yeah, don't compare yourself with other people. And a lot of people get a lot out of other people's sessions because we are all one. And we are all ascending, we're all experiencing the same things in our individual bodies, in our individual lives, but we do connect with other people.
So Alba, in your videos, I've had probably like 5 or 6 or probably more since I've been watching this year. I'm like, oh my God, that's for me. And then I either cry, release, and then meditate. I'm like, I need to work on that part of my life. That was the message was for me. So everything is connected.
Yeah, imagine how I feel.
Right? Well, I don't know what you felt today, but my body was like...
buzzing.
my hands, everything.
Yeah.
I was like, I hope I'm not like, 'cause sometimes like things like damage, like cameras, watches,
no, we did.
electronics.
Everything was fine. Everything was fine. So do you recommend this experience to other people?
Yes.
Yeah. So if you'd like a session with me, go to my website, albaweinman.com, sign up for my newsletter, and it comes out about once a month. When it comes out, the appointments are taken within minutes, so you have to be really fast. If it's for you, it will be for you. It's all about divine timing, just like Lou said. Sometimes it's not the right time, it's not the right time, and when it is, boom, you're going to get that.
And do your homework.
Yeah.
Work with yourself.
Absolutely. And meet me at one of these gatherings. I'm doing these gatherings all around the world to bring all of my light workers together. And what happens at these gatherings is, it's hard to describe unless you've been there. You really do, you work with each other. It's group activities, and it's a lot of healing, a lot of connection, So join me there, and I hope I get to see you. So thank you for watching this video, and we'll see you next time. Bye. Bye. Give me that hug.
Thank you so much.